We're not drinking it.
What's so special about this Christmas cake anyway?
My mum made it.
Wouldn't it have gone off?
Well, it's Christmas cake. You're supposed to make it months in advance and then keep topping it up. So, did Nicole say anything to Russ about the trial?
Oh, Russ had a right gobbling this morning. None of us were allowed to ask him anything.
What, nothing about Justin?
No, just that Justin's apparently in love with Nicole.
What?
He's so gullible, they're just mates.
Oh, it's not fair. I've as much right to be at that trial as Sonny.
Why aren't you there?
I got kicked out for being too young. My dad was well pleased though. I don't think he wanted me hearing the sordid details.
Yeah, well that's just your dad being a dad. All caring and that.
I can't wait for this all to be over. If I could just be alone with Justin, maybe things might happen.
You've got a Christmas Day with him.
Yeah.
There'll be you, Justin, Sonny, Calvin and your dad.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, it's the first one without Mum, innit?
I'm sorry. Sash.
Yeah.
What's it like having your dad back?
Nicole Owen testified that you were initially against your sister's relationship with Justin.
Yes, because I fancied him too. Fortunately, I grew out of it.
When did you first have suspicions that your sister's relationship with Justin had gone beyond that of teacher-pupil?
I didn't.
Nicole testified to the contrary.
To suspect implies that they were doing something wrong, which they weren't. I'd have thought you'd know that.
Miss Hayton, when did you first start to believe that a relationship was developing between your sister and Justin Burden?
When we were in year 11.
Which would make Justin...
15. I thought that they got on well, but I put that down to her tutoring him. They weren't sleeping together.
Oh, you have proof of that?
Do you have proof that they were?
We wouldn't be here were there no case to answer.
Becca had worked too hard to throw her career away like that.
You just said that Justin was 15 when you first noticed their relationship developing.
It didn't happen overnight, and Becca didn't seduce him. They fell in love, like millions of other couples. And when Justin moved in, I saw them together every single day. They were happy. Becca was devastated when they broke up, and so was he. And that's why we're here.
We're here because your sister is facing a very serious allegation.
But the real question is, why is she? Do you know, I'm sorry that everyone's time has been wasted here. But more than that, I'm sorry that people I care about have been hurt. But that's what happens when relationships fail. When you're angry and you want to blame anyone but yourself. Or let something go because you don't want to. Justin hasn't got any proof because there isn't any. And that tells you everything you need to know.
Must be hard trying to look yourself in the eye. There's loads of people waiting to say that door. I just want to ask you a question. I'm interested. Are you ready for what? To hear what Becca's got to say? About how she loved you? About that baby she's carrying might be yours? Is that the best you can do? She's gonna go through everything. About how you got together, what she saw in you, about how she asked you to move in because she was so certain you two had a future together. Why are you doing this? You should be cheering me on. Becca doesn't deserve this. She lost her marriage, her career, her whole future. She gave up everything she ever had for you. And it kills me that I couldn't make things work with Becca. But I didn't realise what I had until it was too late. The difference is, you can stop this, yeah? Yeah. Because you loved her. I don't know, maybe you still do. After all, that's why we're all here, isn't it?
Ooh, now this is cosy.
You know I'm right.
I'll do one, killer.
You're right. Yeah. Let's just go, yeah?
So if someone asked, then you'd definitely say that it was a good thing that your dad came back.
This doesn't look right. I think I've made it too runny.
Sash!
What?
Mrs. Dean, how do you respond to the allegation being made against you here today?
It isn't true. I did not sleep with Justin before he was 16.
Did you take any steps to prevent this relationship from developing?
Once Justin had told me how he felt, I tried to put some distance between us. He was my pupil. I was married. The whole thing was inconceivable. No matter how I tried to reason with him, he kept pursuing me. And as time passed, there were problems with my marriage, none of which were Justin's fault. I came to realise that I had feelings for him too.
I don't think we should go upstairs.
And despite everything, despite all the risks and the heartbreak in terms of what it would do to my husband, Jake, I knew that it was Justin that I wanted to be with. It's not that I needed Justin to end my marriage. That would have happened anyway. More that being with Justin showed me what a relationship should be like. It felt right. Our ages didn't matter. Nothing mattered. We'd faced so much and we'd come through it together. I'd never been happier.
Whose decision was it to end the relationship?
It was mine.
And how did Mr. Burton react?
He was angry and upset.
And how did you feel?
Heartbroken.
After everything you'd lost, a marriage, a job and a career.
We were in love.
Thank you. No further questions.
Mrs. Dean, when did you first become aware that Mr. Burton had feelings for you?
About 2 years ago.
And did you encourage these feelings?
No, I did not.
How then do you explain your husband's testimony that you kept your visits to the Young Offenders Institute a secret?
I knew how Jake felt, but I was worried about Justin as his teacher.
Oh, so you informed the school of your visits?
No.
So you visited Justin, knowing he had feelings for you?
I thought it was a crush that would pass.
If that were the case, why hide these visits from both your husband and your school?
I have made a lot of mistakes, but sleeping with a 15-year-old pupil is not one of them.
Did it occur to you that your visits might encourage Justin's feelings towards you?
That was not my primary concern.
Despite you knowing that Justin had a crush?
He's twisting her words.
I was trying to help, to reassure him that it was all going to be okay.
So, would you say that you are someone he could trust and confide in?
Yes.
How did he strike you on these visits?
Scared.
Do you think your visits to a boy with a crush on you were a comfort to him?
You're making it sound as if I was grooming him.
Were you?
No, of course not.
Then why keep these liaisons with Justin a secret?
They were not liaisons.
Carried out as Justin tried to come to terms not only with his stepbrother's death, but also the discovery of his father's suicide. And it was upon his release that you slept with him for the first time as a 15-year-old schoolboy in your charge, was it not?
No, it was not like that at all.
So it becomes a question of who do you believe? Mr. Burton, seen by some as an innocent victim, others as a bitter young man out for revenge. Or the defendant? Is she guilty of the charges laid against her? Or the victim of a malicious lie? I shall now ask you to retire and consider your verdict.